Hello and welcome to this week's Your Shout. If you'd have tuned in last time, you would have seen that regular on this show, Javier, suggested a game. I think it's called Second Chance, Game of Chance. That was it, C-H-A-N-T-S, a play on words. And the premise of it was that you would send in your clips, and in your clips you'd sing to the phone and hopefully create some sort of new songs for the new players that we've recently signed. Now, it's been far more popular than I ever thought it would be. So I've had some people write songs into me which I would normally sing out. We've got so many videos to get through, I want to just sort of crack on with it. So I'm going to go 3 videos back to back. First of all, we've got Cockney Nutjob. Then we got Peter, who has been very, very creative, I must say. And then we've got Javier himself with his song. So let's have a little listen.
Here is my personal welcome and tribute to the new main man on the left-hand side, Marko. Arnautovic, he'll score a fucking goal. Arnautovic with that Lanzini in the hole. He'll score left, he'll score right, he'll make your defence look shy. Arnautovic, fear the Western might. Come on, you Irons!
We got a little beef from Mexico. Give him the ball and watch him go. What is his name? I think you know. Chicharito, 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 Rito, Chicharito, 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 Rito.
Okay, I was going to let them run back to back, and I'm just watching this live, basically, as I'm doing it. You got far too much talent, Peter. Chicharito, Chicharito. I like that one. Cockney Nutjob, that sounds like it could catch on the terraces, methinks. Anyway, let me get back to it. Here is Javier.
I'm going with the Mexican theme, trying to make him feel at home, you know, and all this, there's another brand on it. So, it's the Mexican Hat song. And it goes, little Peter's a fucking good signing. He stopped all the moaning and whining. He's on the way from Guadalajara. And the fucking shot better than Zaza. Needs work.
You're one of the worst singers I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, and it doesn't get any better, to be perfectly honest with you. So I'm just going to prepare you for that now. But I'm going to jump into Mr. B now, who has, well, not literally jump into him, am I? But I'm going to play his clip, is what I'm saying. But I've saved one for later. In many respects, I've saved the best until last. So if you're bored enough to stick around for the whole of the show, then hopefully there'll be a bit of a treat at the end. Here's Mr. B.
In response to Javier's last Your Shout video, where he suggested coming up with a little game where we can come up with songs for our new players, I thought I'd join in the spirit of things and give it a little go. What I decided was, the one that sort of sprung to mind really, was an old ABBA song, which if you're an old fart like me you'd remember, but obviously if you're younger than 50 you probably won't. That was called Chicharito or something like that, but obviously it goes quite nicely with Chicharito. So what I've done, I've got a bit of backing track here, which is a bit of panpipe music, all nice and Mexican to get you in the mood. I will warn in advance, I can't sing. I'm like useless, absolutely woeful, as you will see in a minute. So apologies if your ears actually start bleeding, but here we go, my little version of Chicharito. Chicharito plays for West Ham. He's our super striker. He scores for fun. He's fast. He's our Mexican. See, I told you it was bad, didn't I? Hope you liked it, and don't panic, you won't be getting any more. Ta-da.
It wasn't the singing that was bad, Mr. B. It was the fact that somewhere in your house you have got a panpipe version of an ABBA song, which means you've got a right dodgy record collection, my friend. But we'll see you back next week, I'm sure. Next up, the music's stopping for a while. We've got some genuine opinions now of people who are very, very excited with our signings. Next up, we have got Gary, and Gary is followed by Andy and Tom.
Hi guys, just thought I'd have a little chat about Hernandez. Delighted to see him in a West Ham shirt. Absolutely over the moon. I'm thinking he's probably the best signing we've got since God knows when, since as far as I can remember anyway. I'm over the moon. You know, last year we were let down big time. You know, mediocre players coming in. You know, couldn't do a job for us. Now it seems like we've gone to the next level, and can't wait for the season to start. Can't wait to get over myself to the London Stadium and watch a few games. I've only been to Upton Park a few times, but yeah, London Stadium, can't wait. But Hernandez, for me, you know, obviously a Premier League proven player. But for me, the guy, his attitude, you know, he's desperate to get out there and start playing. You know, he's a very humble fella. You know, you can tell by him. You know, he probably came from obviously Mexico. You know, not one of the most richest countries in the world, but very humble. You know, he can't wait to get on that field and start scoring goals, and that's what we need. And I'm hoping he's going to bag up to about 20 of those goals for us this year. Fingers crossed anyway, and let's see what happens. Anyways, come on, you Irons.
So West Ham have obviously just signed Javier Hernandez, Chicharito. Phenomenal signing. Absolutely guarantees us goals. I'd say anywhere between 15 and 20 if he stays injury free. He's a striker we've been crying out for, and you know, we've been waiting for a player like this for years. I don't know the last time we had a fox in the box like this fella. Maybe Craig Bellamy. I don't know. Maybe he's the last one that we had who you just thought had that real instinctive quality of being able to be in the right place at the right time, or turn a pace, and you know, just could find the net from any angle. I'm surprised we got him. I'm genuinely shocked, to be honest with you, because I live and work in Manchester. And I know a lot of Man United fans who would have all taken him back. So why he's not gone to a bigger club, I don't know. But what a coup, what a signing. I think there's an optimism now amongst the supporters that was probably there at the beginning of the last season before it all went pear-shaped. And I can't wait for the start of the season. And, you know, the fact that we may even get another one or two in as well. Yeah, we're living in dreamland, aren't we, really? So phenomenal signing, and couldn't be happier.
Hey guys, an Australian Iron here from down under in Melbourne, Australia. Just wanted to voice my opinion on the Joe Hart signing. I know this is a bit late, but a thought just occurred to me a few days ago when we sold Randolph to Middlesbrough, which I'm actually happy about. 5 million is good business. Adrian is a much better keeper than Randolph, in my opinion, from what I've seen. But I'm also reading that we're thinking about letting Adrian go to Crystal Palace, I believe, is the main suitor, because Mandanda's gone back to Marseille. I just wanted to see what everyone else's opinions were on this, because I think if we lose Adrian to Crystal Palace, and this is me being a pessimist, and just say Joe Hart doesn't work out, and we come to the end of the season, we don't make Joe Hart's loan deal permanent, we don't have Adrian, we don't have Randolph, we probably would sign another backup keeper. But then what happens? What happens then? If we're left with some second-rate goalkeeper that we've signed to back up Joe Hart, and we've let Adrian go, and the Joe Hart deal didn't work out. I mean, it's obviously very pessimistic, but is anyone else concerned? Like, I personally think we should be doing everything we can to hold on to Adrian. But I just wanted to see what the fellow Hammers thought about it. So hopefully he stays, in my opinion. Adrian, he can fight and be some healthy competition for Joe Hart, because honestly it'd be very concerning if we lose Adrian to Palace and we don't sign a backup. So come on, you Irons.
Thank you very much for that, Tom, and I don't think you're the only one that's worried about that, mate. There's a few who have voiced their opinions on how the goalkeeper situation will pan out. Also, thank you to Gary, who's desperate to come over to the London Stadium. When you do, my friend, come and join us on the boats. We'll get you a pint in. And Andy, who's in enemy territory, living and working in Manchester, but knows all about Chicharito. Right, next up we've got We've got Nibbles, who starts off with a song, then he's got something to say. He's followed by Javier, who's talking about the West Ham ladies. Then we'll finish with the grand finale.
We got Chicharito, so much better than Diffo. We are Nacho, Slavan's Chicharito, our little Mexican pace man down at West Ham. Javier, Javier. Oh, Javier, Javier. He bangs them in, he bangs them in, he bangs them in. Chicharito, Chicharito, oh, I can't get that high. I don't have a sombrero either, sadly, but fuck it. I'm so happy about this signing! Oh, God. I'm so happy, guys. Sorry I kind of murdered the song. I've always been a bit tone deaf, but I want to be hearing that song ringing out across the London Stadium. I can't be there myself. I'm not in the UK right now. But I want to hear that song ringing out in a beautiful West Ham chorus around the stadium to show our appreciation for this signing that we finally got after so long, and a proven marquee signing too, a proven striker, someone who has been in the top flight, the Premier League for Man U, has been in the top flight of La Liga for Real Madrid, and has been in a pretty decent club in the Bundesliga. And now we've got him. Haters are going to hate, but I'm ecstatic about this, as I'm sure many of you are. I think he's going to do wonders for the club. I think it's definitely a move in the right direction. I think he's also going to prove the doubters wrong. You know you are. And yeah, with the likes of Hart in goal now, Zabaleta shoring up the right side at the back, Arnautovic as well on the left, who, despite his attitude problems, I think will come good. I think Slaven Bilic will bring out the best in him. I think we're going to be a force to be reckoned with next season, this season, Hammers and Hammerettes. I can't wait for it, can you?
Just to keep everyone up to date with the West Ham ladies, come on you irons. Is that a sexist joke? I don't know. Anyway, keep you up to date with the ladies. They had a friendly against Harlow Town. They actually advertised this one, so me and my mate Rob Wheeler, who does a bit of writing for the programme, went down. I had my camera. He wrote a bit. I took a few photographs, which are about this one and this one. This is quite a good one of Molly Peters. This is another good one of Molly Peters. This is a great shot of Kelly with, I'm not sure whether it's Wellthall or well, it's Wellthall, yeah, Kelly Wellthall, young player, come through the development squad, and this is her scoring a goal. Fantastic goal. You know, in the rain, and not Lorraine, in the rain. No, there's no Lorraine involved, but it was in the rain. And West Ham ladies won 5-1. Real good feel-good factor. Feel-good factor. Real good feel-good. There's a feel-good factor. Yeah, there is a good feel-good factor about the team at the moment. Everyone's smiling, all playing for each other. And yeah, I think there's exciting times ahead. Now that Tottenham are out the equation, you know, they're playing in the big league. Some of the strong teams have become weaker this year. Coventry have lost a couple of good players. Crystal Palace have strengthened. So I think Crystal Palace is going to be the team to beat this year. But yeah, West Ham ladies really good. Oh, you know, some great new faces playing and some old faces playing. So yeah, good. 5-1 it was. I forgot too. 5-1. Yeah, it's 5-1.
Actually, no, Avit, you forgot that you had already told us that it was 5-1, but we know it's 5-1. Well done to the West Ham ladies. Well done, Avit, for keeping us up to date with all the pictures and all the rest. If it gets a bit of video footage, I was waiting for the goal then, mate, or just it was just somebody. They might not have scored. She might have missed, for all I know. But anyway, thank you very much for that. Thank you for everybody that sent in videos. We absolutely love them. We always do. Keep sending them in. info@hammerschat.com. That's info@hammerschat.com. That's where you send your clips into. We will do the rest. We've got loads of other videos coming up. I won't bore you with telling them about them all, but please do click subscribe. Nothing bad happens. A couple of cold calls and things like that, people knock on your front door. Apart from that, it's all fine. I'm going to leave you now with a very, very special rendition of Bruno Mars's. I should rehearse this actually. I think it's called Uptown Funk. I'm pretty sure it's called Uptown Funk, but whatever, you won't have heard a version like this before. Until next time, thank you for watching and thank you for joining in.
Am I really seeing this?
Oh my God!
I'm seeing this. I can't believe it. I've seen it all now.